Hello, high levelers. Rio Daniel here, and in this video, what I want to show you is how to utilize GoHighlevel's new AI feature to automatically respond to all of your Google and Facebook reviews. I'm going to show you that. It's only going to take a few minutes, but before we get started, if you don't mind, show your brother from another mother a little bit of love and click on that subscribe button. You always help me out. I do appreciate your support. So let's hop into it. So here we are. First of all, before we hop into the nitty gritty, there's a couple of things that we need to do first at the agency level in order for this to work. So first of all, we have to turn this feature on. Now, it may not be on, but at the agency level, you have to turn this feature on in order for all your sub-accounts to be able to take advantage of it. Now, if you want to do that, you simply click on the settings button here. You go to your company profile, and you scroll down here and notice right here, this is where all of your features sets are. Down here on the right-hand side, you have one called Reviews AI right here. So you just need to make sure that you turn that on, you toggle it on, and once you do that, you're good to go. Also, if you come over here on the left-hand side to your Reviews AI menu option, if you click on this, this does give you another option here to show you how to enable and disable this feature at each particular sub-account. So if you want certain sub-accounts to have this feature and others don't, you can actually turn each sub-account on and off here on this particular main screen. That's a really great feature here on the Review AI screen. Now, if you have the Highlevel Agency Pro plan, this is the high level, the best plan you can get. You also have the ability to rebill this amount because this Review AI feature is not free and it does cost you. And I'm going to explain what those costs are, but I'm going to group that into the rebilling feature. So if you do have the Pro plan, and if you don't, this may be a good reason to upgrade, because if you upgrade, you can actually make money off of each time your clients use this. So right now there is a cost, and if you want to do rebilling, you can turn rebilling off and on. Now, if it's a SaaS account, then if it's a part of the plan, then that'll automatically be configured. But right now, let's go back here to the SaaS configurator. And inside of here, I just kind of wanted to show you where this was here. So let me blow this back out. So I'm just going to go ahead and edit one of the plan details here for this. So once you get into this particular plan, you notice that there's a rebilling tab here at the top. I need to blow these up, but you get this nice rebilling. And here on this screen, if you take a look, this is all the different things that we saw previously, those little features that you can turn on, all the things that you can actually rebill for, like emails, if you want to do premium triggers, email verification, if you do any content AI creation, image creation, or text creation, things like that. But down here, if you take a look at this Reviews AI, this is where you can also turn on rebilling if you want to for this. Now, the rebilling is a cool feature. What this means is that Highlevel charges you, the agency owner, a certain cost for this particular service. And if you have this feature turned on for this particular plan, this is called the Essential plan. But if you have this turned on for this particular plan and you create a client account from this SaaS plan, then this feature will automatically be turned on and you can automatically enable rebilling. So when you rebill, if you turn this on right now, I'm just going to show you. I'm going to scroll back out. Notice over here on the right, there's a slider. If you look at this, it kind of goes all the way up and down, and it can go all the way up to 10x, 10 times the amount being charged. So right now, I'm going to move this all the way down to the lowest setting. But what I want to show you here is the charge. Now I'm going to blow this up a little bit. So notice right here, the charge, there is an 8 cents review charge every time a review is generated, and you use that inside of the Highlevel system. So that will automatically get charged to the agency account. And if you have, again, the Pro plan, which is why I always recommend people, if you have customers, to use the Pro plan, because Highlevel keeps track of all their billing and actually automatically charges them on their credit card for any of the rebilling costs. That includes the cost that Highlevel auto charges you for your client's usage of this system. So again, one of your clients use this, it costs you, the agency owner, 8 cents. Now, if you wanted to, you can come here and let's just say we want to do 4. We'll just choose a number 4. Come up here and go 4 times this. So you're still being billed as the agency owner 8 cents, but where it says charge to customer, now you can charge your customer 32 cents. 4 times that value, so 32 cents to use one review. Now, they may not use it a whole lot, so it may not affect them too much, but just keep in mind, 32 cents minus 8 cents, if you look here for the profit, you get 24 cents every time every client uses this feature. Now that can add up. I mean, 24 cents, that's like a quarter. So you get every time they use this, every 4 times, you pretty much make $1. So just think about this. If they're generating reviews, if you have a lot of clients and they're generating these reviews for their system, that could be $100, $1,000 per month. And that's just one rebilling feature inside of the Agency Pro plan. And keep in mind, there are all of these other if you look here, all these other rebilling features that you can rebill your clients for. So there's a lot of money that you can make from your clients on the agency rebilling plan if you have the Agency Pro and you're doing the rebilling feature. Now, for right now, I'm just going to turn this feature off. I was just using this as an example, but these are the charges that you actually have, 8 cents per usage, and then depending upon what you rebill, you can charge them more. So anyway, if you don't have, and again, I'll always get these questions, if you don't have the Agency Pro plan, what this means is that you will have to manually figure out how much your clients used and then manually bill them for whatever you agree upon the charge for that particular service in your service agreement. So that's where it gets really hard if you're at the 97 or 297 plan, because the billing becomes just really a huge headache, whereas the 497, the Agency Pro plan, billing is just smooth. Everything just handled through Highlevel. It charges the customer's credit card automatically and everything just goes smooth. So beautiful. Before I get into before the nuts and bolts of how we do all this, I want to make sure you understand there's a cost that you can make money as an agency owner using the Highlevel system and how you would turn it on and so forth. So now that we've done that, let's assume that we've done all of those things, and now let's hop into a sub account where we can view this. So I'm going to hop into one of my accounts. This is an account that actually has a Google My Business listing connected. So I have a lot of demo accounts inside of my system that I use for testing and for videos like this. But if they're not connected to Google My Business or an actual live business, then some of these things don't work very well. So I just want to kind of let you know that. So right now, if you do plan on using this for your clients, then you do have to walk through, getting them connected to their Google My Business. If they don't have it, you have to get that created and so forth. And this review system works for Google and for Facebook, as we're going to see. So again, if they don't have their Facebook page tied into this to get a review through Facebook, or if their Google is not tied into their Google My Business, this can become a problem because you won't be able to use any of these features with AI if you don't have those integrated already. So right now, what we're going to do is over on the left-hand side, we're going to come down to reputation. Over here, reputation, and then what we're going to do is come over here to look at our, first of all, before we come in here, I'm just going to look at one. We did have just one of the reviews that we're going to test. I do want to show you what this looks like here. So inside of here, you can see the reviews that you get. You can come over here and click the reply button. You can actually put a reply in here, type this, whatever reply in here. I'm not going to send because we've already replied to this, but this is just an example. So you can use this. You don't have to go to Google My Business to actually reply to a 5-star review or any reviews. You can do it from here. The problem that I will let you know of here is that if you do come in here and submit and edit your reviews, if you do want to submit your reviews, you cannot edit them. So once the review, notice that down here, you've got this review, we cannot edit it. In order to edit the review or change it somehow, delete it if you want to and change it, you would have to go into the Google My Business profile, go into your business manager, and then edit the review response there in that screen. You cannot do it inside of Highlevel here. So just want to give you that screen, but I also want to show you that that's that button was the only one that you got on this particular screen, because you will get another button once you turn these features on. So what we're going to do is we're going to hop into this little, at the very top, we're going to go into the reviews, listings, we're going to click on this nice little gear icon. This gets us into the back-end settings. Now, this right here, the screen at the top, I'm going to try to blow it up for you guys here a little bit so you can see better. These review AI, this is where you turn the features on. Now, currently I have this set off. There are two that we're going to take a look at. One is called suggestive and one is called auto responses. Now, if we take a look at that, there's a lot on this screen, some of this other stuff that we're going to take a look at here. This is where your review links are set, and here's just some of your templates, but we're not going to adjust any of those here for this particular thing. We're focusing just simply on this review AI feature here at the top. Now, I'm going to go ahead and just turn on suggestive, and notice when we do that, we don't see any kind of a change to the screen, because when you do suggestive, you have to go to a different screen in order to see that. So I'm going to do suggestive, and I'm going to click save. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how that works. So now we're going to come back here and go back into the reputation. And now we're going to come back here and notice that we have this, we have the reply button, but now we have this AI reply free over here. So that right there is definitely a benefit for that. So this right here, AI reply, is what happens when you turn on the suggestive feature inside of Review AI. So if you do this and you simply click on this, what happens is that it will generate a response for you. Now keep in mind, when you're doing suggestive mode, this has to be done manually. Somebody has to come into the desktop screen. Now please keep in mind, this AI feature is not available on the mobile app. So even though you can go look and send requests and look at your reviews inside of the mobile app, I personally have not been able to find anywhere in there, and support hadn't been able to tell me if there's a way to do the AI generation feature inside the mobile app. You have to do it inside of the desktop application. Just wanted to let you know. So here what we did is we see that there was a nice little, very well written here. It actually uses the AI uses the name of this particular person here who left the review. So it's very good. It's a very good reply system directly toward it reads the review. and actually integrates the review content. Notice that here, your compliments and appreciation of Mr. O'Daniel. Notice that this is what it took from the compliment here. So it took the compliment from the review and actually integrated that into the response. So AI does a pretty good job with this. So this right here, if you do have a lot of reviews, if you want to build a sort of set it and forget it system, forgive me, that's an old infomercial type line, but if you want to use that set it and forget it system, then you can set that definitely for an auto reply on this. And then every review you get, AI system is just going to automatically reply and send that review back out, and you don't ever need to take care of that. But we're not set up for that right now. Suggestive simply just means that you can come into the review screen, click on the AI reply, generate the reply, and then you can click send here. Over here, send, or you could regenerate and get another response if you wanted to. So we could do this and have it generate just a whole other response. So that, and then we could simply click send. That will then go out and post to the to your Google My Business as a reply. That way you don't have to think about the reply. You can just simply let AI do it, but it does require somebody to come in here and manually do this. Now, let's go ahead and go back into the settings. I'm going to hop back in here, and now I'm going to go to the auto responses. Now, when we do this, we're going to get a couple of other options down here. Here's where we're going to be able to do this at. Now, keep in mind when you do those reviews that come in, that review area is going to be for Google and for your Facebook reviews. Now, there was just one for Google in there. There wasn't anything on the Facebook page, but you will see either Google or Facebook on the review to let you know where it came from, and you can simply reply back, and it will reply back on that medium. So, just wanted to make sure that you knew that. Now, when auto responses comes in, if you feel comfortable with the AI system inside of Highlevel and you just wanted to say, hey, it does a pretty good job, I just want to send a thank you, I wanted to have like a little warm fuzzy message to send back out as a reply, because right now Google does like it. Whenever you sit back, when I say like it, Google will rank you higher if you're utilizing their system to this extent. Meaning, if somebody leaves you a 5-star review and you don't reply to it, then it's like, you almost get a demerit or looked at badly, because now people are leaving your review and you're not communicating back with customers through the Google My Business system like Google wants you to. So if you do have a review that comes in, good or bad, this is the thing, good or bad, you need to be able to reply to them. Now, if you, I'm just going to sit back and say this, is really no other time in the video to go over it, but if you do have a bad review, okay, if you do get a bad review, you can sit back and, number one, if the review wasn't meant for you, on this, if it was like, because I've gotten reviews on my system that doesn't even include me. I mean, I don't even know where this person is. We've never done business together. You can go into your Google My Business and refute that review, like have Google remove it, like, I'm sorry, this person is not a customer, we've never done business together, things like that, and Google can and will go through and remove that review from your system so it doesn't count against you on your star system for your Google ranking. Now, if you do have a legitimately bad excuse, you can sit back and communicate with that particular person. That's what I would recommend. Before you actually reply to them on the Google system, if you know who they are, because if you go back here, notice that if you're logged in, you will actually get the name of the person on their Google profile. Now, if it's, a pretty normal person, their Google profile will have their name on it. Now, if they have their name and it's pretty clear who it is, you can actually go to your CRM system, find them, and try to contact them offline to sit back and figure before you reply to them. Because once you reply to a bad review online and things like that, you only have a certain amount of time to change those before those reviews become like solid. I think it's like a few days or something like that. I don't know that exactly. But after a certain time, you can't change those reviews. Now, let's just say if somebody left you a 2-star review on this one. If they did leave you a bad review, then you can contact them offline. Either call them, text them, get a hold of them somehow. Find out what the problem was from the review they left. Maybe they had a bad experience. Maybe it was just unusual. Make it right with them over the phone. Make it right, and then see if you can simply ask them to go back in and either, number one, delete the review that they had, or upgrade and change their review, because they can go back in and edit it. So if they gave you a 1-star review, then they can come back, and if you make it right offline, then they can come back and change their review from a 1-star to a 5-star review. And then once they do that, then you can post the review for that. So I just want to make sure that you understand these are some of the tips and tricks when people are leaving reviews, to sit back and hopefully change a bad review to a good review. But sometimes if people leave you a bad review, you can't get a hold of them. They don't want to talk to you afterwards or something like that. That could happen. Always leave a reply as well, but just be apologetic. Say, hey, I'm sorry you had a bad experience. Please call us. We will make it right. We will do whatever. Because what happens is when customers are looking at your reviews online, and again, this goes back to just generic reviews in general, people don't always look at the 5-star reviews. I can guarantee you, if you've got a customer and they're looking for you and you have a 4.7 or whatever, 4.8, that means you're going to have at least a couple maybe bad reviews in there. They're going to go to the reviews and they're going to look not for the 5-star reviews. They're going to go and look for the 1-star and the 2-star reviews. Why? Because they want to see why what kind of bad experiences people had with you to make sure that they don't have a bad experience as well. And how you handle that online says a lot about you to the people that are looking at that later on. So if they look at that review, 1-star review, and they go, well, this person didn't do this, it was a bad experience and things like that, and the reply in there saying, ma'am, I'm so sorry, this is highly unusual. We don't treat our customers this way. Right now, I just urge you to come in and do this. I'll offer you whatever, a free meal if it's a restaurant, or, we'll offer you something for this, but this is not the way we do business. We would love to be able to make it up to you. If they see something like that as the reply, then they know that the business legitimately wants to do the right thing. And that right there, if they look at the 1-star review, that could even convince them more, because if they do have a bad experience for whatever reason, they know that the store is going to try to make it right. I mean, you are going to try to make it right with them if they do have a bad experience. So handling bad reviews is a really good way of being able to sit back and show people moving forward how you handle bad situations. Now, I know I completely went a segue on that one, but because we're talking about reviews, a lot of people, when I first started, just don't know how to handle reviews, don't know what to do. Should I leave a review on a bad review? Should I not? What should I say? Should I say I'm sorry? But you should always just be apologetic, and you should also try to make it right with them, if you possibly can. So now, having said that, let's pop back in here and look at some of these auto responses, some of the things that we can look at on here. And hopefully you'll see from some of these choices that we get, dealing with the particular star rating here, what we can do. So first of all, we're going to do Google. You can select Google and Facebook for the auto replies. So maybe you only want to do Facebook auto replies and not Google, or Google and not Facebook, or both. But the good thing is here, the source field allows you to choose which area to automatically reply and send that review back. Now, for this one right here, it gives you the nice star rating. So you might want to say 4 stars and above. This is where Google will not, when you have like a 3 or 2 or 1-star review, now it will not auto reply to that directly based upon what I already said, because it'll give you time to sit back and go and try to make it right with that customer to get them to change it. And then once they change that to a 4-star, 5-star review, then the auto review system can kick in at that particular point. But this right here is a great way of preventing auto replies on 1, 2, and 3 stars, because you want to contact them first on those reviews before you auto post online. Always try to reach out to them first. Give it a solid day. Reach out to them multiple times a day to see if they're even willing to make this thing right. Contact them after hours if needed, because sometimes it could be working. But anyway, this is a great feature that you can choose a certain level of stars or above that the auto responses go out for. Now, the wait time, I'm going to blow this up, so sorry about this. If some of these things, so right, auto responses, if you choose this 5, 4, 3, 2, or all, if you wanted to, I do not recommend all, by the way. It's a great feature that is in here, but just my recommendation, try to do 4 stars or above. And even if this, if you really want to focus on this, 5 stars and just have it auto reply to 5-star reviews. If that's what you primarily get, if people have a great experience with your company, then set it to 5 stars, which I'll leave it for this example, and then it'll automatically reply to 5-star reviews. You don't ever have to deal with them, and you can only focus on those that are less than 5 stars. So the wait time before responding. This is important because you don't want somebody to leave a review and then like 20 seconds later, the review pops back up. I mean, that may not seem quite natural. So one of the things you could do is just simply set it to, maybe like 4 hours. So, wait half a day, reply back or something like that. That way it seems natural, like, oh, just it's time for me to go check all the reviews. Hey, I see I got a review, and you're going to sit back and reply. It makes it seem a little bit more natural. So that's another one. And then if you wanted to, this response, the review response footer, this is a way that Highlevel allows you to choose something very specific that you want to include with every response that gets generated. And for this one, let's just say this is your agency. You could say, thank you for being our customer, or something like that. So what this means is that every time an AI response is automatically generated on 5-star reviews, the AI system will take its response to it and then append at the bottom the footer, thank you for being our customer, will be added to every review and then posted. So that way you can kind of have a little bit of personalization with each and every review that gets sent in there. That's just something that you can do if you wanted to, but if you didn't want to, you can just simply remove that and just leave it blank and then let the review stand. So it's just something that you could do yourself. And then right now, if you wanted to, just simply click save. And at that point, you were good to go. That's how you would configure an auto response system inside of the Highlevel system for either Google or Facebook. Now, based upon what I'm already said here, if you're only doing 5 stars here, you will have to monitor your reviews for anything other than a 5-star review. So if you look at your phone, your mobile app, your clients will get the reviews that come back, and they can go to the reputation area of the mobile app and look at the reviews that come in, and they can even reply to the reviews inside of the mobile app. They just can't use the AI feature to do it. Now, if the automated system is in here and a 5-star review comes in, then the AI system will automatically respond, and then your customer, when they look at the mobile app on their phone, they will sit back and see it they will see the response automatically come back, and then the customers can focus on all of those reviews that are not 5 stars to make sure that they can get that up. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. I know it took a little bit longer to kind of explain some of the reviews. I really hope you found it useful. If you did, click on the like button, leave me a comment. YouTube loves it when you do that stuff here. It really helps me with my channel. I am trying to grow, and again, I appreciate your support. High levelers, have a great day. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you're looking to learn more about the GoHighlevel system, platform, and maybe you even want to start your own software as a service company, click on the description below. I offer a free course, and this course goes over all the things you would need to know regarding Highlevel. I even teach you 8 ways that you can make money with a Highlevel system with no experience, no tech skills, and no money out of pocket. Check out my link in the description below, and have a great day.